Hello, this is Matt on the Moon Lambo channel. XRP has been snubbed by the world's largest cryptocurrency exchange when measured by volume, which is Binance. They wrote a piece titled Blockchain Use Cases Remittance. And the nature of it's not a bad article, but it's a bit peculiar because they mention all sorts of things pertaining to the struggles, the challenges of converting from fiat currency into crypto and other fiat currencies. And you know what cryptocurrency they do talk about in this piece? Stellar lumens. That's right, they talk about XLM. Do they talk about XRP? No, they don't. And it's not that they're required to, but it's weird because the entire piece is written about remittances using blockchain. And and this is, I don't even think it's opinion. It can't be opinion at this point. The cryptocurrency that has the most adoption on the entire planet at the time I'm recording this video for such a use case is XRP. Not a mention. What the hell's going on there? Well, we're going to go down memory lane a little bit because this isn't the first time that Binance, or, well, let's just say a firm that Binance owns, has just crapped all over XRP in recent memory. So it could be that, and I think it's fair to speculate that in part maybe the SEC lawsuit has something to do with that, but it is admittedly speculative territory, so I'm going to share with you some specifics. But before going any further, I do want to be clear. I do not have a financial background of any kind. I am not offering financial advice, and you definitely should not buy or sell anything because of anything I say or write. I'm just an enthusiast who enjoys making YouTube videos about crypto-related topics, but just as a hobby and just for fun. Now, the original version of this article was published August 11th of 2019. I don't recall having seen it before. It seems like it's pretty well flown under the radar, but it was updated this year on May 25th. And then they tweeted about their own article. This is the official Binance account with 9.1 million followers. So they tweeted about their own article on July 10th, so just a couple days ago. Now, this caught the attention of former Ripple employee Matt Hamilton, who responded, and he had kind of the same reaction as me. And Matt Hamilton's the reason I actually came across this, but he wrote to Binance and said, "So you write an entire article on crypto and remittances and failed to mention XRP, the crypto that is most well known for its use by Ripple in remittances and used by some of the example companies, e.g. CoinsPH, that you mentioned?" Yeah, and so that's a totally legit point. Coins.ph is a cryptocurrency exchange that's partnered with Ripple. They're the ones in the Philippines. And back when there was liquidity of XRP in the United States, and back when on-demand liquidity worked in the United States before the SEC ruined it all, which I think is just a temporary thing, but still, I think for a long time, that corridor from the United States to the Philippines utilizing that cryptocurrency exchange, Coins.ph, I believe that was the second largest corridor at the time anyway, in terms of volume. But it's a legit question. Like, why wouldn't you include XRP there? Well, let's think through this a little bit. There is a short discourse here I wanted to share with you because there's some pretty reasonable speculation in here. Somebody wrote to Matt Hamilton on this topic and said, "The world doesn't revolve around XRP. They mentioned one crypto in the entire article. Sorry it wasn't your beloved." And Matt Hamilton responded and wrote, "No, the world doesn't revolve around XRP, but don't you think it's strange an article specifically talking about a use case for which XRP is most renowned for and in production use for, and they don't even mention it? Seems conspicuous?" And I'll pause to note the answer is yes, that seems very strange on the surface, does it not? And then the guy responded to Matt Hamilton and said, "There are a handful of crypto trying to break into remittance. They decided to name just one example, XLM. And these education pieces are advertising/marketing. Why push XRP when there's regulatory uncertainty? Can't buy in the United States, hence, no point mentioning it." And here's what Matt Hamilton had to say in response. "I think perhaps you hit the nail on the head here. Binance are trying to use their educational pieces as marketing, and since they have delisted XRP in the United States, they're pretending it doesn't exist, despite anyone outside the US able to buy/trade XRP on Binance." So that is a little bit weird if they're thinking about the totality of the Binance family of exchanges, specifically including Binance US, which is separate for us here in the United States. Maybe. It's plausible. I think they've got something. I'm speculating. I don't know for sure if it comes from the top with CZ, but I don't know, because he said some positive things in the past too, but there's something that just isn't sitting well, and I'm going to explain why. So check this out. So I did retweet what Matt Hamilton had to say, and I wrote, "Funny how that works. Come on, Binance," and I tagged Binance. A few years back, CZ, by the way, I'll just pause a note for those of you who don't know, CZ is the founder and CEO of Binance. And so I wrote a few years back, and I tagged CZ. I wrote, a few years back, CZ said you would adopt XRapid, which is now called on-demand liquidity, utilizing XRP as a bridge currency. Is that still going to happen? And of course, not surprisingly, I didn't get a response back, but look at this piece from February 7th of 2019 from Cointelegraph. It's titled, "Binance wants to add Ripple's XRapid as a partner in future, CZ reveals." And again, as I cited in my tweet, for those of you that may be new, on-demand liquidity, which utilizes XRP as a bridge currency, on-demand liquidity used to be called XRapid. It was just rebranded, which it's more intuitive. We're calling XRapid on-demand liquidity. Like, what does on-demand liquidity do? It provides liquidity. What does XRapid do? It provides liquidity. Okay, but if it's on-demand liquidity, it's a little bit easier to remember. I think it makes sense, a little bit more sense from a marketing perspective. So I'm actually glad that they did the rebranding. But take a look at this quote from CZ back in 2019. They were planning on adopting XRP as a bridge currency via XRapid, again, now known as on-demand liquidity. Here's the quote from CZ. "We're focused on launching more features right now, so we are working with a number of other partners. With XRapid, there's nothing going on right now, but in the future, we'll definitely want to add them as a partner." So there you go. In 2019, yeah, we'll do it at some point in the future. We don't want to right now. That was CZ's answer. We don't want to do that right now. And I was kind of like, okay, well, it's cool that they want to. I remember making a video about it back in the day and being like, hey, look, it's pretty cool. Largest exchange on the planet by volume. And why wouldn't you? You know, in a world where crypto is heavily adopted and you're converting from token to token, you need something to bridge that. And so if you're an exchange, if this is widely adopted, like, what exchange on the planet wouldn't want a piece of this? Because understand, this is all automated through Ripple's efficient path-seeking algorithm, which is on-demand liquidity, utilizing XRP as a bridge currency. If you're an exchange, and that's because that's where the liquidity is typically coming from, if you're an exchange, you're just getting automatic fees with every transaction. Who wouldn't want a piece of that? Of course. So I thought, yeah, duh. Binance and every other exchange on the planet, assuming this continues to get adopted. So I was like, yeah. But we still don't have it today, right? And so Cowboy Crypto responded to that tweet of mine, which I just read, and wrote, "Now that Binance owns CoinMarketCap and they FUD XRP, I would say no, as far as adopting XRP as a bridge currency via on-demand liquidity." And he shared this, which I highlighted quite a bit when this was happening. You may recall that in April of this year, CoinMarketCap tweeted out what's on your screen. "Who's the imposter?" And then they had this little weird cartoon character guys, and one of them was labeled as XRP, and then there were a bunch of other cryptos here. So who's the imposter? And again, XRP's in there, and then in a separate tweet they wrote the answer, XRP, for being controlled and governed by authorities, hence defeating the purpose of cryptocurrency, winky face. All the other coins in this are decentralized and are basically people's crypto. So, and again, this was not long after Binance had actually purchased CoinMarketCap. We see this crap where they're fudding XRP with nonsense. Of course, XRP is decentralized, provably so. What is going on here? So you could chalk it up to, okay, maybe it's just some damn intern who got access to the CoinMarketCap social media account. Not that it would actually be an intern, but maybe the left hand doesn't know what the right hand's doing here. Maybe if you want to be generous, but it goes a little bit further than that. It's not just the social media account that was conveying this terrible message. Because look, CoinMarketCap, they wrote what's on your screen here, trying to clear this up. This is on April 29th this year. They wrote after, because there was tremendous backlash, understandably so. And so CoinMarketCap, they took down the tweet and they said, "We made a mistake. CoinMarketCap does not want to compare the merits of any crypto over the other. A new team member was not familiar enough with our policy on commenting on other projects, but now they are. We aim to be unbiased and let the algorithms do the talking." Oh, is that right? You aim to be unbiased. Well, then explain this tweet. So I tweeted out, again, this is April 29th this year. I responded to that because oh, that's BS. I wrote, "What about all this on your actual website? It mirrors what your new team member tweeted. Says XRP is centralized. Your site takes it even further, though, by editorializing XRP is not as popular as other blockchains. Any plans to correct the false information on your site? And I shared 4 screen grabs. By the way, CoinMarketCap, this is going to blow your mind. They never responded to me, right? Going to blow your mind there, right? Take a look at this, though. So here's the first screen grab, and I highlighted the part that I found to be most relevant here. CoinMarketCap wrote on their official website about XRP. The first controversial incident associated with XRP was the development team's decision to utilize a centralized business framework, which gives Ripple full control of XRP supply. The company therefore has the final say over the distribution and sale of the remaining supply of XRP. This, together with the underlying infrastructure of its payments ecosystem, are clear indicators that, unlike Bitcoin, XRP is a centralized cryptocurrency. I'm not even going to rebut it. I've spent so much time rebutting this already. I'm just highlighting what they're doing here. Here's the next one they wrote on their website, this CoinMarketCap. Instead, it uses the XRP Ledger Consensus Protocol, which is more centralized and efficient solution to reduce transaction finality time and transaction costs. There you go. More centralized. And then there was this one. XRP is the native cryptocurrency of Ripple, a cryptocurrency payment system created by Ripple Labs Inc. Well, obviously, that's not true. XRP existed before Ripple existed, and that is provably the case. And then there's this one. This one might be my favorite one. While not as popular as other blockchains, the XRP ledger can also be used as a settlement layer. There you go. So they're editorializing that XRP, it's not as popular as other blockchains. This is from CoinMarketCap. No response when I put this out. Insane stuff here. And it's under the Binance family of companies at this point. And so then there was this. There was Tiffany Hayden, who used to be a member of the XRP community, but seems to have become disaffected. And now doesn't like anything about XRP ecosystem or XRP itself, or presumably what Ripple's doing. From what I don't see anything positive anymore is all I'm saying. That's just my observance here. Not speaking about her personally, this is my observance of what I've seen from her. And so there's this thread. I'm not going to go through the whole thing, but she wrote the following. I think this is where I wanted to jump in. Catherine Coley, CEO of Binance USA at the time, said Binance USA would like to compete for MoneyGram's XRP, but Ripple gave Bitstamp a monopoly on it. So there, Tiffany Hayden is asserting that other exchanges, so here you go, Binance US, they wanted to jump in, but Ripple wouldn't allow it. They just want a monopoly on it. And I hadn't heard that exact claim, but it did bring something to mind. And also, I wanted to say thanks to Harry for tagging me here, which is what brought this to my attention. What it brought to my attention was this tweet from then Binance US CEO Catherine Coley, who was in this thread. And here we go. Is this the part where I wanted to jump in? Oh, yeah. Oh, it was right here. Sorry, guys. Somebody in the XRP community wrote, named XRP Plus Vet, wrote, when Ripple on-demand liquidity partner? Working on that too, question mark? And the then Binance US CEO did respond, Catherine Coley, and she said, the ball is in Ripple's court. We already offer USD on-ramps to XRP trading, lowest fees in America, and you can send XRP and over 35 other cryptocurrencies to marketplaces all over the world. And so that does seem to be an indication that they wanted to be a partner at the time, but Ripple seems to, based on this, you can kind of infer that it sounds like Catherine Coley saying Ripple wasn't going to allow it at that particular point in time. And so, again, don't know the specifics. I can't say definitively that is the case, but if you read what she wrote, what are we supposed to surmise other than that? And so here's what I wrote. I shared that that tweet from Catherine Coley, and that was from July 18th, 2020, and I wrote the following. I assume this is what's being referenced. I'm unaware of any other publicly available information on this topic, so I can't draw a conclusion. Could be as simple as legal agreement was already in place for a set period of time, normal in business. Yeah, and so look, in order to get new technology rolling, it's not uncommon to have sweetheart deals with a key partner or key partners early on, and the contracts could have requirements in terms of a specific timeline. So what if there's a 5-year contract that was not signed not that long before it, saying, in terms of access to on-demand liquidity, it's just for you, sweetheart. For some sort of period of time. That's not uncommon. It doesn't mean that there would necessarily be some sort of monopoly forever, but it looks like Tiffany Hayden is a bit sour on this concept. And look, she doesn't know and I don't know, so I can't draw a conclusion on this. All I can do is kind of speculate. But like, I'm not going to jump to Ripple wants a monopoly. I don't know why that would be beneficial. I think that they'd love to have a marketplace that competes. I don't know why that wouldn't benefit Ripple in the long term anyway. That seems to make logical sense. But in the short term, if they gave somebody a sweetheart deal, that's so normal when you're pushing to have new technology adopted. Sometimes you pay for people to adopt it. Like, that's very normal. And then Tiffany Hayden responded with the following. While bugging her about running validators, she said, I would if it meant I could be eligible for on-demand liquidity. I'm trying to get them to let us be a partner for USD right now on only Bitstamp. They get 100% of corporate client flow. No competition equals monopoly. Monopoly man always wins. Well, okay, I don't know where that came from, so I just wanted to share it with you. I don't know specifically where that came from, so I can't vouch for the authenticity of it, but I just wanted to let you know that's what's being stated by Tiffany Hayden here. And certainly nothing against her. Like, I've said it in a long time, but she's one of the people that I learned the most from when I jumped into the world of crypto in late 2017. She was very well known within the XRP community, but there's some things that happened. She ended up getting soured on, and she's no longer a fan of Ripple and XRP. Okay, that's fine. People don't have to agree with me on cryptos for this or that. It's fine. I'm just trying to get to whatever the truth is here. So it's just kind of interesting that CZ said, yeah, we're going to adopt XRapid years ago, back in 2019, but they didn't feel an urgency to do it then. Now you got Binance US saying Ripple won't let us do it. Apparently, that's what it does kind of seem like that, but does it mean Ripple did something wrong? We're just not privy to all the information, so I'm not going to jump to a conclusion. It just kind of makes me wonder here. But is that why? Is that perhaps a reason also why we're not seeing XRP listed in this remittance article? It's like, you'd think if you're talking about remittance and crypto, XRP's the starting point. It's the most well-known, most adopted for this use case. Just amazing to me to see this stuff here. So I thought I'd just kind of break down what I know on the topic. Keep an eyeball out on this, but eventually, let enough time pass. I can't imagine what exchange on the planet wouldn't ultimately adopt this technology so long as it continues to be valuable. As long as nothing changes and there's nothing unforeseen, I don't see why it wouldn't happen, even if it takes a long time for that to occur. I'm not a financial advisor. You should not buy or sell anything because of anything I say or write. That would be a very, very, very bad idea. Until next time, to the moon, Lambo.